What's good, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Now, I have a lot of explaining to do, alright? Because it's been 7 months, and I don't like it myself, but I would start off by saying that I apologize for having y'all wait for so long. Like, low key starting to feel like a certain YouTuber. I'm not going to mention him, but still. Uh, it's been a while, really. Have y'all been? I've really been, doing well and whatnot, but I've had moments to where, I was down, and the moments where I was down was when things were starting to pop off a lot, to where I had a lot of ideas and a lot of information for me to do an episode, but I just wasn't there. Like, at one moment, I was hitting low, really. Like, I was really at a low moment, and it just felt, it didn't really feel right for me to come back and just even remotely try to be like, hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. When really, I don't have the vibe. I didn't have the vibe, and I didn't have the energy nor the feeling to do it. Now, I don't hate the channel. I don't hate y'all. I don't hate anyone, by all means. But it's just more out of the fact that I had to step away from social media and the podcast and a lot of things. I had to get my mind straight, because moments when I wanted to do an episode, I didn't have the feeling, I didn't have the vibe of it, or I was in a low, and I didn't want to show that kind of negative energy or that negative feeling on y'all, really. So really, I've been trying get my life together, and I've gotten it together. I'm feeling a lot better since before now. And another thing is that I've been trying to build a team around the podcast in a way. I'm trying to get myself an editor, have someone to help me out with other things with the podcast, help me with getting it out there more and whatnot. And it's kind of hard. It's really, really hard to form a team. And not only I'm not saying that is being antisocial or whatever, or not cooperation. It's just more how the fact that things just happen. We all have our own busy moments, or a busy lifetime, or a busy life in general, to where at one moment you're available on this day, but yet someone else is not available on that day, so that we could talk or at least do something. So to this day, I'm still trying to create a team. But with that, I also got a big announcement. I found myself a co-host, which he is not here. So I'll show y'all a photo of him later on in the video, or at the end of the video. And now with that being said, let's get to the thing. So the first thing is what this month is about: mental health. Not just mental health, but men's mental health. Now, with me, first off, your mental health is really important, and that's exactly why I stepped away from social media and the podcast in a way, because I wasn't in the right mind nor in the mental state of mind to even remotely record or be fully here. Because when I record, I want y'all to see the cool and bright side of me. Y'all may see me upset at moments, but I prefer y'all to see the good side, because I don't like I said before, I don't like to record myself and y'all see or feel negative energy or negative feelings from the podcast, because I'm all all joyful and spread positivity here and there. Everybody's happy, but moments like that, you also gotta remind yourself that after all, you are human. You can't just always be a YouTuber. I am Benaya, alright? But I am not my podcast. I am the master behind, or the master of the podcast, but I am not the podcast. I have feelings, man. We all have feelings. Whenever you're in a mental state and stuff, sometimes you gotta take a break and find not really much of a solution, but find a way to get yourself back on track. And for those that are struggling with your mental health, I pray that I pray that things get better, and always know that whenever you feel down, talk to a parent or guardian or whoever you trust, and tell them what's been going down. Hey, that's what I've been doing for the past months, really. That's what I've been doing for the past months, and with that, honestly, it's really important to get your mind straight and get your mental health in check, because your mental health is no joke. Your mental health is no joke, really. Like, no one's mental health, not a man nor a woman or anyone's mental health is a joke. Your mental health is really important, as I always say, I pray that you get through it and you find the help that you need. And on with the next topic is, and I quote, Clipped. For those who haven't seen that Hulu documentary Clip, I'm going to just summarize that up for y'all a little bit. It's about how the LA Clippers back in 2013, around 2012 to 2013, to where that whole situation about the owner who was being recorded by one of the main characters, right? Like one of the main characters. I forgot the name already, but by all means, still, what's her name? V. I think her name is V. So V recorded the owner of the LA Clippers. This was also around the time when Doc Rivers got hired as the coach for the Clippers, and the team was bad, but the team was starting to do good with him as coach and all great things. However, behind is the owner, being recorded, saying things that he honestly thought it was okay to say and whatnot. And I'm just gonna say that the documentary, I was only 2 episodes in, and I was fully interested in it. Like after this recording, I'm gonna go straight back home and watch the next episode. I'm gonna go straight back home and watch the next episode. But so with that, honestly, it's a good documentary, and by all means, it just wows me, really. It just wows me. It's a really good documentary. If y'all haven't seen it on Hulu, go ahead and watch it, and y'all fully understand what I'm talking about. It's just pinpoint there, just right there. And speaking of Hulu documentaries, the Diddy case. Well, not the Diddy case, but more like the Diddy situation about Diddy, doing bad things and being on top of the world. But that documentary talked about how he came from a no place to a somewhere. And, with all this power going through his mind, he's like, I could do whatever I want, blah, 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 into it, where it leads up to the situation to where he's at now. And with all of that, really, I just find it crazy, because, even with all that power, that doesn't mean that it gives you the right to do whatever you want. Because, I say that, if I were to have a certain type of power, if I was the most popular person, or the most richest, or the most famous, or most richest person on this planet, and I had that power, I would not use that power for evil. And I know that that's a cliche for some people to say, but I'm serious. By all means, if someone gives me high power, I'm using it for good. I'm gonna stop world hunger or whatnot, stop world hunger, and help out as much as I can with all the situations that go down in the world. Because by all means, this world is crazy. This world is crazy, and we all know it. And with that, honestly, on to the next topic. So, friend groups, right? If y'all remember that one episode to where I was talking about friendships, to where, I interviewed, alright, yeah, air quotes, I interviewed some of my friends back a year or two ago, to where, I was talking about something, how you feel about the friendship, how did we first meet, this and that, etc., etc. But this is more on the group chat, or just group chat, friend groups just in general, really. because I like friend groups to where we're all chill and cool and whatnot. I'm sure there are a few people inside of friend groups where you only tolerate and not just you're not friends with them, but you just tolerate them because you're trying to keep peace within the friend group. To where that person is a negative minded person, but just so that way you don't seem like the bad guy or whatever like that, you just keep your mouth shut. From time to time, you just keep your mouth shut. Honestly, hey, that's just me. I don't know how y'all do it, but that's just me. Honestly, the only time I keep my mouth shut is only when it comes to a serious situation. Really, honestly, like an actual serious situation. Now, all the friend groups that I've been in, they've been phenomenal. Now, one thing that I don't like is how some friend group chats be too wild. There's always that one, just as normal, there's always that one person that's crazy. That was one, or not crazy, but more that one person or that one friend that's has a few screws loose. One person that's always in peaceful. One person that just wants to fight, and one person that's just neutral, really, just I don't care, as long as it's not affecting me at all or whatever like that. That kind of stuff. And with that, it's just wow. I keep on saying wow, but really, it's with the friend groups just in general. It's a phenomenal thing. It's a phenomenal thing. Knowing that you have people, actual good people that looks out after you, looks out for you and whatnot. Now that is a friend. Someone who looks out for you, all right. That is a friend. That is a friend, a good friend. And I'm gonna put it like this, to where what my grandmother has always told me: if you have one friend, that's good. If you have two friends, that's a blessing. If you have three friends, that's God's blessing. If you have four friends, then they're all good. All right, that is a miracle. That is a miracle from the Lord. That is a miracle from the Lord, point blank. And I have a lot of them. All right, I have a lot of friends that are good. All right, I have a lot of friends that are wonderful. I love my friends, regardless of what bad things they may do. I love my friends. I love my friends to the death, really. And next topic though, dream hopping, really. With dream hopping, it's let me tell you something. And I'm gonna point it out like this. I never really understood why dream hopping exists, or why is it even a thing. Because the way that I see it is that it's just hey, you go from one dream for maybe outside world 30 seconds, but inside of your mind it's maybe 2 hours or so, maybe, or maybe 3 minutes, and the next thing you know, you're in another dream that has no relation to the other dream that you just had whatsoever. And I find don't y'all find that crazy? Because just a few nights ago, I had a dream to where I was actually, first off, if you remember that one episode to where I was talking about dreams and whatnot, then y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But I had a couple of days ago, I had a dream to where I was climbing Mount Everest, and having a great time climbing Mount Everest with my family, and everybody's all happy, we're climbing it, and we're all alive, this and that. Then by the time we get to the top, my mind decides, it's you know what, I'm bored of this dream, let's go to another one. It goes to another dream that was not related to that other dream whatsoever. It was one of my friends, right? One of my friends visiting me from New Orleans, all right. I don't know why she was in New Orleans, but one of my friends was visiting me from New Orleans, and we were having a great time, and then she explained certain situations with her other friends that was in New Orleans, and then she mentioned how the fact that she got married. Now I'm 19, okay. I'm 19. She is also 19, and with all due respect, I get it, all right. Sometimes love, the heart wants what the heart wants, but by all means, don't y'all think that 19 is a little bit too young for at least most people? Because by the age of 19, at least half of us are like just still trying to figure out who the heck we are, like who we are as a person in society, really. Because, heck, even after graduating high school, in a way, I still didn't know who I was. I just, I was just this guy. I was just this guy going into college, and like, like a lot of people. But like, I'll just say, but anyway, on with the thing. So, first dream, I have a dream about me being on Mount Everest, reclining, it's me and the family, all happy, blah, 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 etc., etc. And then it's jump over to another dream that had no relation to the other dream about a friend of mine who came from New Orleans and was hanging around, having a great time, and, talking about her friends and how the fact she got engaged to her boyfriend and whatnot. And next thing I know, I'll just wake up. The main thing that was on my mind wasn't, at that time, it wasn't even about the marriage. It was more on how the fact that, like, why am I dream hopping? Like, why is that a thing? What causes that? What was I watching last night? What was I eating last night? What did I drink last night? Most likely water or Sprite, really, but still. Why? That's the thing there. Like, why, man? Why? Look-y, that felt short. Really, both of those dreams felt short, but like, just dream hopping, in my opinion, it just wows me. Really, like, I don't... Really, with dream hopping, I have a love-hate relationship with it, or love-dislike relationship, I should say, honestly. And on to the next and final topic, my life as a 19-year-old. So, honestly, I'm just gonna talk about this because, like, it's been on my mind for quite some time. Like, I enjoy being 19 years old. Being 19 is fun, all right. I've had and am still having good moments, and, well, not just good, wonderful moments in my life as a 19-year-old young man. And as I turned 19, I realized that, like, of course I noticed it when I was 18, but I like deeply noticed that, like, I am in my older teen years, right? Like, I'm in my older teen years, and with all that, it had me realizing that, like, hey, I'm a young adult in his older teen years, about to become a even more mature young adult who will turn 20 next year. And really, it just is, I am blessed to be 19, alright? And as I continue to say in my life, I'm not scared of hitting my 20s. I'm not scared of getting older. I'm not scared of aging. I'm not scared of dying either. So, like, with that, it just gets you thinking that, like, like, wow, you're 19 years old, you're a young adult, you're able to drive, you're able to have a full-time or part-time job, you can vote, you can, like, enlist in the military, you can do a lot of things. And heck, because of the future technology that we have now, we're able to do a lot of things, like programming, AI stuff, and other jobs that, people may or may not be interested in. And really, as I keep saying, I'm 19 years old, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed about it. Like, I knew that I was going to hit this age at some point, but because of how, like, being a kid, you don't really focus on time. To me, at this point, it felt like as if, like, 19 came fast. Like, this age came really fast. Like, it was like, at one point, I'm 3 years old eating candy with my mother. Then next thing I'm 19 doing taxes. like at one moment, I'm eating candy with my mother. The next, I am doing taxes at the age of 19. Like, wait. When did we do a skip? When did we skip? When did we skip or hop over from 3 to 19? But yeah, because, like, that's honestly how it feels, really. That is how it feels. And I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. It may not seem long, but hey, I'm honestly happy that I came back and feels great to be back. All right, make sure you check out the podcast on Spotify, app, and Apple Music, or not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. My bad. And check out the podcast on Patreon. Like I'm gonna start sitting more and more episodes and behind the scenes stuff as I continue on. All right, and of course, I'm doing shout outs. All right. First off, happy birthday to all the people who were born in October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and June. Happy birthday to you all. Happy anniversary to those who have stayed with me through the podcast, and happy anniversary to those who are now new and joining the podcast. And of course, shout out to with the Patreon. Shout out to Sean. Yep, shout out to Sean. Alright, shout out to my boy Sean. First, one of the first people to ever follow me on Patreon. Go check out the Patreon. Leave the link under the description. And hope you have a wonderful day. God bless. Love all of y'all. Check out the. See y'all on Friday. Or see y'all. See you on Friday. See y'all. See y'all on Friday. And I'll catch y'all next time. God bless. Love all of y'all. Big B out.